Happy New Year, girlfriends. Yes. Welcome to 2025. Listen, it's your girl, Rashonda. I don't know about you, but I could have used another week of rest, okay? 2024 flew by so fast that only a couple of months or moments really stand out. Let's hope and pray this year takes its time because I'm not ready. Really not ready to be in Christmas again in 2 months. You feel me? So here we are, 2025. Listen, there's something exciting about a new year, a fresh start, where we all declare once again that this will be the year we finally get it right. Okay, we make our lists. Okay, some of us check them twice, promising to lose weight, save money, get our finances in order, or maybe even go back to school. But this year, I'm adding something new to my list. Exercising my right to say no. That's right. The big N-O. Yes. Welcome to Girl Get Your Life 2.5. Okay. We're taking it up a notch in 2025. This year is all about leveling up your peace, purpose, and mindset. So in today's episode, we're diving into one of the most powerful tools you can use to protect your energy. The art of saying no. Wondering why? I'll explain more after this.
It's your go-to place for guidance. Step inside, see how good the vibe is. It's a girl talk and you're all invited. Cause every girl needs a girlfriend.
Welcome to the Girlfriend's Girlfriend podcast. I'm Rashonda, your host and good girlfriend, here to give it to you straight. If you need a boost or a quick pick-me-up, this show's got you. With wisdom, warmth, and a bit of humor, we'll talk about all sorts of relationships, including the ones with ourselves, friends, and life's ups and downs. Think of it as your monthly girl time. Quick note and disclaimer, I'm not a licensed therapist nor a counselor, just a coach offering support with a fresh perspective. Now, let's chat, girlfriend.
Every girl needs a girlfriend.
Listen, today we're going to be talking about the importance of saying no for a fresh start. Starting the new year, it's natural to dive in with fresh goals, open hearts, and a willingness to say yes to new opportunities. But have you ever felt drained from constantly saying yes to everyone's request, even when it cost you your peace, time, or happiness? I know I have. For a long time, I believed saying yes to everything made me a good friend, a great coworker, and a dependable daughter. But here's the truth, girlfriend. When we say yes to everything, we're often saying no to ourselves. Over time, that leads to burnout, resentment, and even losing sight of who we are. Saying yes all the time can leave little room for what God truly wants us to focus on. So today, as we step into the new, let's explore the power of saying no to the things that don't align with who we're becoming this year.
It's story time!
Saying no doesn't mean you're being selfish or difficult. It means you respect yourself enough to set boundaries. By saying no, you give yourself permission to prioritize what truly matters. It's about making space for what and who adds value to your life. I like to call this purposeful preservation, preserving your peace, energy, and focus for what God has called you to do. Now, I know it's not always easy to say no. Many of us have been people pleasers at some point. Okay, I'm preaching to the choir over here. All right, I am a recovering people pleaser. Okay, I'm still in recovering people pleaser anonymous classes. Okay, so I'm a work in progress, but we all worry about saying no, or us disappointing others, or making them think we're not supportive. Okay, but here's the truth: The most important approval you need is your own and God's. Saying no isn't about being rude, it's about being real with yourself, okay? And honoring your own needs. The power of saying no is transformative. When I started saying no, I found myself with more energy, focus, and joy. It gave me space to invest in what truly mattered, whether that was growing my business, connecting with loved ones, or simply spending time in prayer, or spending time with my children, or just exploring other avenues that I probably wouldn't have looked at or even looked into. Okay, your no creates room for God to bring more of what aligns with His purpose for you. So next, we're going to talk about some practical tips you can use for saying no this year after this commercial break. Hey girlfriend, welcome to your commercial break. Listen, it's a brand new year and you know what that means. A fresh start, fresh goals, and of course, our signatures, something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. So let's jump right in. Let's start with something old. Let's talk about those water bottles, okay? We're in that new year, new me season, and a lot of us are hopping on the health train. But while you're paying attention to your body, don't forget your water bottles, okay? Specifically the straws. Did you know that straws can harbor mold and other contaminants if not cleaned properly? Trust me, I've had my own experience with this and I learned it the hard way. So here's the fix. Grab yourself one of those bristly straw cleaners. You can find them at the $1.25 and up store, which is formerly known as the Dollar Tree. Cleanliness isn't just next to godliness. It's essential for your health. You know, a lot of times we continue to pour water in these, in whatever jug or Stanley cup, whatever you use to drink your water. And we, study sipping out of these straws. Over time, there's this thing called buildup. Okay, and so we thinking because we're just pouring water in there, oh, it's clean. No, every now and then you got to make sure that those straws, okay, are clean, really clean, and that those water bottles, they, because after a while they start to build up this film, on the outside, which is part of that buildup. So listen, make sure that while you getting that body together, okay, and you getting that body snatched, make sure, okay, these water bottles are staying clean, okay? Hey, you got to look out for your health on both ends, your body and your water bottle. Something borrowed. I have a love for quotes, and today I'm borrowing one from Kevin Hart. Yes, and it says, if you give up at the first sign of struggle, you're really not ready to be successful. If you give up at the first sign of struggle, you're really not ready to be successful. How often do we get excited about a new goal only to give up at the moment we see how much work it takes? Girlfriend, anything worth having will cost you. It will cost you your time. It will cost you effort, and sometimes even money. This year, let's not let the size of the task scare us off. Whether it's starting that business, going back to school, or finally hitting that gym and sticking with it. I'm telling myself this too, and I've got my imaginary choir in the wings. Do you hear them? You hear them right there? Yes. Amen. Okay, so let's commit to one goal at a time and make 2025 the year that we actually stick to something, okay? Longer than a month. On to something new. This one might not be new to everyone, but it might be new to you. Probiotics. I'm sure you've heard of it before. The older we get, the more care our bodies need, okay? And I recently decided to give probiotics a try, and so I thought I would go to the store and I grabbed a little box that was $9.98, and this is what I learned, okay? Girlfriend, to get real benefits, you're going to have to invest a little bit more. Okay, to get the real benefits for your health, you're going to have to invest. Okay, quality matters when it comes to our health. And if you're on a budget, that's okay. Do what you can for now, but when you can, make the upgrade. Even if you have to Klarna or Afterpay it. Let's commit to not playing with our health this year. Okay, spend a little extra money on your health, on your body. It deserves it. Something blue. Finally, this blue is all about you, girlfriend. Don't let 2025 end with regrets over the things you should have, could have, would have done. Right, because you seen how fast 2024 came in here? It came in here like the flash, right? Half of us don't even remember over half the year, and it's already gone. So let's pray that 2025 slows down a little bit, but that's just how quick things happen, okay? This whole segment is about us putting our hands to the plow and sticking to what we said we do. No resolutions here, just intentions. I've stopped boxing myself into 1 month sprints. Instead, I've written a few things I want to accomplish over the entire year, okay? Take it at your own pace, one step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So let's leap, girlfriend. Let's leap this year. Even if it's scared, even if it's nervous, even if it's uncertain, spread your goals out. Give yourself grace and let's cheer each other on every step of the way. So there you have it. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue to kick off your year. Let's make 2025 the year of no regrets and all growth. So listen, this is the end of this segment. So until next time, girlfriend, let's cheer each other on. I'll see you at the finish line. All right, welcome back, girlfriend. Now that we've talked about the power of saying no, let's get into some practical tips on how to make it happen. Saying no isn't always easy, but with a little practice, it can become a game changer for your peace and purpose. So let's dive into how you can start saying no to the things that no longer serve you and yes to what really matters, okay? Number one, ask yourself, who are you trying to please? Before you say yes to anything, pause and ask yourself, who am I trying to please? If your answer is rooted in fear of disappointing someone or needing their approval, it's time to reevaluate. Your feelings, your wants, and your needs matter just as much as theirs. Real friends and loved ones will respect your boundaries. Remember what I said, real friends and loved ones will respect your boundaries. And if they are, you know how people can add insult to injury? You know, if you say no and then they study going on and on about, well, I thought you said you want, well, won't you do, or guilt tripping you. Maybe insult to injury wasn't a good word, but guilt tripping you. If they're guilt tripping you when you're saying no, then they don't respect your boundaries. And that's when you need to reevaluate who they are, okay? And then what you really want, okay? So ask yourself, who are you trying to please? Am I trying to please someone? Okay, I know me personally, I go above and beyond sometimes a little too much. And then I get to this point where I'm like, okay, Rashonda, girl, you don't have to do all this. Why are you doing all this? Who are you really doing it for? And why? Why are you doing this? And when you sit and you ask yourself like tough questions like that, you may not want to answer them, but be upfront and answer them. Okay, I'm doing this because I want people to like me, or I'm doing this because I know if I do this, da, 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 da. I mean, be honest with yourself. And when you start to be honest with yourself, then you listen to yourself, talk about the reasons why you're doing it. Then it kind of can make you think twice about, okay, I don't really need to do this, or all of this isn't necessary, or I don't have to, this that I'm doing is enough, and I don't have to go above and beyond and do even more. Okay, so those are the questions you got to ask yourself. Okay, who are you really trying to please? Okay, come to People Pleasers Anonymous classes with me. All right. Are you in those classes right now? I'm still learning too, girl. Listen, number 2, recognize that no is empowering. Saying no is not selfish. It's self-care. Okay. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to protecting your time, energy, and peace. Think of yourself as the president of your own life. You decide what gets approved and what doesn't. No one else gets to control that but you. Okay, no is empowering. Okay, it's so it feels so good to say no. I never thought a word could feel so good. It feels good to say no. You are the president of your own life. You are the president of your own decisions. Okay, things come across your table. It comes across you first. Okay, you have the right to veto it, okay, or put it out or approve it. Okay, so it's totally up to you. It's your life. Okay, it's your decision. So you have to decide, okay, this is what I want, or no, this isn't what I want, or no, this doesn't make me feel comfortable, or no, I don't have to do that. No is empowering. What's on your desk right now? What's in front of you right now that you know you should say no to? You know you should veto it. You know you should throw it out. Okay, no, we're not doing that this year. Look, think about stuff, even if you have to sit on it for a while. Okay, I think that's going to be another one of our tips, and I'm probably getting ahead of myself. So sit on things. Think about it for a moment. Okay, no is empowering. 3, fear is the silent opponent. Face it head on. Fear often keeps us from saying no. But girlfriend, if you don't stand up for yourself, who will? The world isn't going to hand you what you deserve. You must take charge. Start by practicing in small situations. Okay, decline an event. Okay, decline a birthday party, decline an outing, something small. Okay, something that you really don't want to do or you really don't want to attend anyway. Or set boundaries on tasks at work. Each no builds your confidence for bigger challenges. Okay, so start small and then work your way up. Okay, these people at work want to go out and whatever, you really don't want to do it, but you don't want them to make, you don't want to feel bad because you work with them and whatever. Girl, no is no. Look, if I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And you may not have nothing to do. You might just be going home putting your feet up, but guess what? That's your business. Okay, you have a right to go home and put your feet up. You don't have to go out with nobody if you don't want to. So if you don't want to go out with the girls at work, you do not have to. You have the right to say no. Declining that event, okay, and being confident in that small thing, it will get you prepared, girl, for bigger challenges because they are coming. Okay. 4, saying no is saying yes to you. Every time you say no to something draining or unnecessary, you're saying yes to what truly matters, your goals, your dreams, okay, your well-being, your sanity, okay, your sleep. All right, this year, focus on what you want and prioritize your path. 5, use the pause. This is what we was talking about earlier. When someone asks you for something, practice pausing before answering. This gives you a moment to assess if saying yes is really the best choice for you. This is where I have the problem because I don't pause. I quickly say yes, okay, without even thinking about it. And then when I step back and I really give my mind time to really process what I just said, I'm like, I didn't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Okay. And then I'm sitting there thinking about ways, things I can do or say to get out of it. So use the pause. Pause this year. Okay. Pause and pray. P&P. All right. Pause and pray. All right. Pray and pause. Pause and pray. So use the P&P this year. Pause and pray. And then, have your given answer. Sit on things for a while. Give it an hour. Some things need 24 hours, okay? But give it some time to really think about it. And pull up your calendar. Okay, what am I doing today? Is this something that I really want to do? Okay, or not. Why am I doing it? Like, ask yourself these questions. This is the reason why we need to pause. All right. So use the pause, the P&P, pause and pray. Pray and pause. Okay, 6, balance is key. Don't always say no. Now, I bet you saying to yourself, girl, you just sitting up here giving us all these things. You just telling us about saying no of whatever. Okay, so hear me out. Here's the flip side. If you always say no, you'll never experience new challenges, discover your purpose, or achieve things you never thought possible. Sometimes a yes can open doors to incredible opportunities. The key is knowing when to say no and when to step out in faith with a yes. Does that make sense? Okay. The key is knowing when to say no and when to step out in faith with a yes. So you don't want to go this whole year saying no to everything. All right. Because some things you don't need to say no to. But if it's, let me just say it like this. If it's going to make you happy, if it's going to make you money, if it's going to make you better, then say yes to those things. Okay. Let me say that again. If it's going to make you happy, if it's going to make you better, if it's going to make you money, okay, good money. I'm not talking, say yes to those things. But girl, if it ain't making you happy, it's going to drain you. It ain't making you money. It's going to give you a headache. Okay, it's going to make you feel regretful. Girl, say no to those things, okay? So hopefully that helped you. Okay, we don't always want to say no. Some things we do need to say yes to because, yes, there are opportunities out there that are waiting on us. Okay, things we've been praying about, things we've been seeking, hoping that, doors of opportunity open for us this year. And you might say no. You might be tired. You might have been asked to go to this event. I'm so tired. I really don't want to go. But going to that event, it's not so much about the event, but it's about who is there. You might run into somebody that God put them in the right place at the right time. That's your opportunity door. So, really go back, pray and pause. Pause and pray. But, don't always say no. Sometimes yes is good. If it's making you better, okay? If it's making you money, all right? If it's going to make you happy, yes. Yes, all day long. So here's my encouragement to you. Embrace the power of saying no. Not every opportunity, invitation, or request deserves a yes from you. And that's not selfish, that's self-respect. Remember, every time you say no to something that drains you, you're making room to say yes to a new year of peace, purpose, and growth. Now, let's tie everything we've talked about together with a word of prayer. While 2024 may be behind us, God's faithfulness remains. As we step into 2025, let's ask Him to direct our steps and increase our confidence as we make these necessary changes. Lord, as we continuously tread into 2025, we thank you for the opportunity for a fresh start. Thank you for the wisdom to recognize the importance of saying no when necessary and the courage to protect our peace and purpose. Help us to stay focused on what truly matters, your will for our lives. May our goals reflect your plans, and may we trust in your guidance every step of the way. We give this year to you, Lord, knowing you are with us every moment. In Jesus' name, amen. And that's a wrap on our first episode of the new year. Girlfriend, let's keep this momentum going all year long. Be sure to follow, subscribe, and turn on those notifications wherever you listen to your podcast, because I'll be dropping a new episode every third Monday of the month. You don't want to miss a single chat this year. And hey, I don't know how many people listen to the ending credits, but just in case, feel free to email me at inspirationswithroshonda@gmail.com with any questions you like answered on the show, or if you have a topic suggestion. I'm all ears and taking notes. I'm here for it. Our next episode will air on February 17th, right after Love Day. Yes, I'm calling it now. You know they start putting those chocolate hearts and teddy bears on the shelves right after Christmas. Okay, so I'm just saying, have a happy early Valentine's Day. And if you don't have a man, treat yourself. Okay, remember, love is every day, not just a holiday. So until our next chat, go on, girl. I've got this tab, and I'll see you at our next outing. Thanks for joining today's Girlfriend's Girlfriend podcast outing. I hope our chat brought you comfort and a new perspective. Listen, if you got a question, don't forget you can text the show or email me at inspirationswithroshonda@gmail.com, and it might be featured in an upcoming episode. Remember, every girl needs a friend, and I'm here for advice, a laugh, or just to listen. Stay connected by subscribing, and you'll never miss a new episode. Until our next chat, this girlfriend's out. Peace.